We are live. Well, holy shit. Oh my god.
We're live?
Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
But wait, didn't you say that we're gonna be streaming this? No, didn't you say that we're not gonna be streaming this and we're just doing some background stuff in Borderlands?
Yes and no. So, I have had thoughts, wonders, feelings that the next kill we're gonna do will be Dexidius, the Invincible.
But we have to first address the elephant in the room. I know that you're never on Discord, but a lot of people were incredibly disappointed yesterday that when we didn't stream. Because we said Minecraft.
Right. That.
So, it's more on you than it is for me, because I can just, you know, install the game again. Takes me 4 seconds. But when are we playing Minecraft? Is essentially the big hot debate.
Well, personally, a schedule date hasn't actually been made yet, and I was rather preoccupied yesterday with stuff, and I actually didn't even know that. Hey, sup, Flash? Love to see you. So yeah, like a date hasn't been made. I mean, yeah, if Minecraft is required, then that can be easily arranged within half an hour at tops. You know.
Sure. Okay. So
that's not the problem.
Are we setting a date so that everybody can, you know, get hyped for it instead of just randomly turning on the stream one day and be like, "Yeah, what's up? We're playing Minecraft." Fair
enough, I suppose.
Is there a particular day that you can do it on? Obviously, it's preferably a Saturday for Swordman. That's the only request that we've made, but I'm assuming, you know, that's a little bit flexible, but still, Saturday is probably the best option.
It depends a little bit on when I'm available too, because I'm not... Or actually, if we're starting when roughly we usually start, then I think that can work perfectly fine for us. Usually I have a little bit of, you know, weekend job that I do, but it's usually, you know, at roughly, you know, during the lunchtime.
So are we saying Saturday?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, what are we doing today, for site? Sorry for that little bit of a long intro, but we sometimes have to do it.
We are going to hunt Dexidius the Invincible, the worst Invincible fight. I mean, the Invincible boss in the game.
It's also the biggest one, right?
No, actually, I think Terramorphous or Cromrax might be the largest one per se. Dexidius is just the worst, just because he's the worst. You have to go around 4 locations, burn 25 Iridium Pops a stack just for him to find the time in his busy schedule to show up. And his drops are also ass, but hey, that's a completely different thing.
Yeah, but we don't know how it's gonna look like today with the mod installed. We never do. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that it's bearable.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just see how it goes from there. Oh, okay, sorry, I go to sleep. 24 in Moscow. No problem, man. Have a lovely night. Sleep well. We will be destroying all the... and in my opinion, the tallest boss in the game. But what do I know? Okay. Start us up, if you haven't already.
Oh, really? Some long Duke or whatever says that you apparently like some game more than I do. I wonder what game it is.
Dashi, you really like this game more than that other guy. Well, of course I do. Because Shady, he's a League player. That's all he is. That's all he ever will be. He is the most boring gamer you can ever meet on the planet. He plays one game all his life. Before League, it was Lord of the Rings Online, and when he was introduced to League, it's only League now. So, talk about a boring player. But that's why we split up. Me and Farsight, we play Borderlands, and Shady plays the only game that he likes. However, we need to bloody try Apex Legends again, man. Like, we just sort of put that on indefinite hold.
Yeah, we really did. It's like the request is all about the Minecraft schedules, and I mean, we've been busy doing hunting this entire time, so yeah, it's never really been brought to the
Yeah,
front.
I mean, we really need to get to Digistruct tier 8 or 7, whatever, and we want to see how the bosses, how difficult the game becomes then.
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately what we want to do. We want to finish this game and then move on.
Yeah, like, so it's all behind us. That would be really great. And really, slaughtering our way to the boss fights will not give us that much in terms of levels. It does give us a decent amount of levels, but not satisfyingly enough.
But it's usually the DLC that gets us the levels. We have to, most of the times, finish a bunch of things, and yeah. So, first sight, where can we, how can we approach Dexidius?
Right,
where are these four candles?
The best way is to simply just put up an instruction map on the internet and just find it like that. There. But then we'll have to go to separate areas of this map, I believe, and light the pyres and call the hires, whatever. And yeah, that is pretty lame, and I agree, it's lame. But really, it's...
So, so are we gonna be doing that then?
I mean, we can do that. We can also, of course, start the Pirate and Booty DLC.
Okay, how about we finish the game with Dexidius?
Yeah, that seems like an appropriate thing to do.
Because everybody knows we'll be able to kill him. Like, he's so easy. Anyways, okay, let's do this, boys. Shall we do pirates?
I suppose we are, but first we have to wait for our third player to show up. I might actually have to go and drag him here myself. And well, I absolutely agree with you, Long Duke Dong. I'm awful with names.
Luck Duck Dong.
Luck Dunk Dong. Raka hey. I'm so with you on that one. Don't judge me for being horrible with names. It's not you, it's me. I
just apologized to her simply because you were so lame at this. Okay, so...
I'll be right back there, right, fellas? I'll get ourselves...
And tell him to bloody turn on the chat.
Aye.
Alright. Let's see. Well, I'm in the same... Okay, so... 3,000 hours? Are you crazy? Wow. That's insane. But, you know, I don't blame you. Like, this game is beast. Honestly, if it wasn't for Shady streaming, I think we would have had almost a better time streaming on Twitch right now. Because Borderlands 2 on Twitch is really, really hot. 500 concurrent viewers on Borderlands 2 on Twitch. But Shady has Twitch and he's playing League. So, can't really do it.
Okay. The third player has been dragged and tied up and threatened.
Bagged. Oh,
tied up and bagged. Okay. Bagged and tied up and also
okay, so let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. Let's teleport to the Pirates DLC first. Wait, or Sanctuary.
Yeah, actually Sanctuary seems like a good idea. I want to do some customization if I can. Join, right?
God dang it. Oh, ow. Ow, my ear.
What happened?
Nothing. I think I just ripped it out.
What the fuck?
Come on, the load.
Ready when you are.
Come on, what the fuck?
You, me, one of us is gonna die, and it'll probably be you.
Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I know some people from YouTube that went to Twitch solely for Borderlands. Yeah, solely with Borderlands. I know, and I actually think right now with Borderlands 3 around the corner, we should be streaming on Twitch. But Shady is streaming. We can't stream over him. So we're kind of like in a stalemate, because YouTube has like, what, 5 Borderlands viewers? Whilst Twitch has bloody 500. So... I mean, it sucks. Oh, it's this helmet. I remember this one. This one is actually pretty good with the glowy stuff. I look like bloody Daft Punk. Okay, hey, you're at 1K, so did you celebrate yet? No. To us, 1,000 subs means nothing. But you know what means something? 1,000 subs and a partnership with YouTube. And so we applied but we haven't gotten a reply yet. It usually takes about a week or so for YouTube to look through your channel and see how much you've cheated your way up to 1,000 subs. And if you haven't cheated all of those subs, then they will usually let you be a partner. So we're gonna see if what they deem, and essentially what I'm saying is that obviously we're gonna get it. We're just waiting for the little time. Obviously. There is no doubt in my mind, oh chap.
Of course not.
No, exactly.
Now then.
Okay, that was the lamest thing ever.
Now that we are...
I have 14 million gold. I think I kind of want to waste it in the slot
Actually,
machines.
yeah, let's go and gamble away our fame and fortune, shall we? Before we earn new fame and fortune.
Okay, I got 3 ball sacks. I mean, cherries, but I think everybody knows what I meant.
What you want?
Stop giving me bloody cherries. I don't like them. Never like cherries. Probably allergic or something.
Oh, we're gonna do like a cap run. Like we're all gonna try to see if we can wear caps.
Oh sure.
Skin-wise.
Let's do a cap run.
Yep.
I mean, that's obviously that's how pirates do things, right? With caps.
Absolutely. And we're gonna get our own pirate heads pieces soon. You already have yours, but
I don't.
You sure? I think you do.
Well, is that really the pirate one, or is that like literally just a default one?
I'm pretty sure it is the.
Because I've never done the pirate yet. Let's see, ever. Never even opened it with Shady.
Well, then I suppose we'll find out.
There's nothing to find out. That can't be the pirate one. Wait, hang on. So, since you migrated somewhat over to YouTube, what is your thoughts thus far? Well, again, we have never really migrated. So, we are still, like, currently, right now, like, right this second, you should be able to go to twitch.tv/ShadyGoats, and Shady's playing. That's, I mean, the brand is on both platforms now. And that's sort of our intention. For those people that want to watch League, they can do that. For those that want to watch me and Farsight fuck around in other video games, that's their prerogative too. So we're trying to really focus on both platforms at once. And that works for us, seeing as opposed to other people, you know, we're not a one-person team. We're 3 people. So it's much easier for us to do that, and as such, we will do that because we can. What do we think of YouTube so far? It is fast in terms of subs and views, but it's that we're still very young on YouTube. On Twitch, we're sort of maturing, so we have a fan base, we have our subscribers. But here on YouTube, it's not really the same. YouTube is way more, in my opinion, artificial and cold. Twitch is more community strong. I don't know how you want to take that. What your thoughts of my response to you is, but I don't know.
He also asks, I thought you were banned from Twitch. Please explain. What happened?
Okay, we were banned. We were banned for permanently, without any way of getting our account back. But we sent them an email, actually we sent them 2 emails, or 3 even, and finally got our account back, simply because I am a wordsmith. I know how to persuade people via text, and we got our account back. But
Hashtag
not
justice.
all of our account. Not
yeah,
all
mine.
of our only the main, only accounts that are listed under shadygoats@mail.com. All the other accounts, such as personal accounts and all accounts that are related to Shady Goats, including some of our fans and Farsight, they were banned, and they're still banned unless they are appealed. And that's, in my opinion, awful. I hate the fact that we got unbanned on Twitch, because now Shady doesn't, you know, Shady just wants to play League again. So that's awful. But oh well.
It takes what one can get, right? I suppose. And if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be here with you, ladies and gentlemen. playing this, giving you this. Aren't you happy?
Well, I mean, obviously this stream is starting really slow because we haven't played the game. Yesterday we took a little bit of a break, or not a break. I am still really tired. I'm recovering from yesterday. Yesterday has been awful. Actually, all of my days for the last 2 weeks have been awful because as soon as I finish streaming, I work for 12 hours without a break.
That sounds
except
rough.
yesterday. Yesterday I worked 18 hours without a break.
That sounds even rougher.
Well, let's just say that Foresight does a fraction of that and complains more. But regardless.
No need to get personal here, Dash.
Oh, I'm getting personal with you, buddy.
I didn't ask for anything to become personal, so why you guys need to?
It's in this stream. Dun dun dun. Ain't no lies that aren't told. Dun dun dun. Ain't no secrets in the stream. I should really not be singing.
That was a horrible ending.
He walks away. Wait, what? Also, I thought you were... Okay, so... Well, not really, because I know that she plays Borderlands a lot. But anyways, yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that Farsight's here now instead of Shady, I wouldn't be playing this game. I would probably not be streaming, because I am really reliant on having a partner. Shady, on the other hand, is not.
And even if he had a partner, he would just probably get salty on them for not being awesome.
Well, I mean,
which I am not.
You're not really reliant on a partner. You can stream whenever you want.
I think you're right.
I am super reliant on a partner because I don't have the hardware to do it. I'd love to
stream.
Oh,
and that, yeah, that's also true.
All right. Okay, I'm ready to go. I totally... so will you ever activate Super Chat? We can only activate Super Chat once we reach, I believe, 10,000 subscribers. Or something like that. I'm not really sure. Super Chat, I know, is the hardest thing to reach. When you get partnered, the reward is essentially... Oh wait, or is member status 10,000? Or 100,000, not really sure. Either way, one of those, either Super Chat or the member feature, they're the hardest to get. I always forget because, honestly, I don't check. Wrong at 1K? Okay, so Super Chat at 1K and members at 100,000. Something like that. So, yeah, we're far away from achieving member status. But yeah, Super Chat is going to be nice. And obviously, as soon as we are eligible partners, as soon as, we become official partners, I will obviously enable Super Chat the day we are able to do it. But for now, I'm just gonna have to lick my own boots, whatever that means. Don't question what I just said. I don't know, okay? Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, alright. I've gambled enough, I think. So, let's get some pirate on.
Okay, so which place is it?
Oh, wait.
Oasis, right?
Yeah, I believe it's called Oasis, but let's give Razor a little moment here. Wrap up whatever you're trying to do, Race. We need to get this race rolling. I'm sorry. I'm still trying. Okay, I'm trying. That's what matters, right?
God damn it, man.
I have alcohol. I can drink some. Maybe that would make things more entertaining.
It's not about that, man. It's about you're weird.
It's
man.
about
you're weird.
But that's probably why people want to watch, right, guys?
No, I think they come for me.
Oh, maybe I should just put on this hoodie and just
be right back, guys. I'm gonna take a line of coke.
And be all like Palpatron.
Once you reach 1K, that's anybody can activate. No special permission needed. Just a thought. Really? All right. Let's find out. Wait, what? Someone tagged me on Instagram. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? It's a guy from the Brazil army doing a pose like this, and I was tagged in it. Apparently, I'm his friend now.
What?
I don't know. Instagram is weird. I hate it when strangers tag me. Like, why?
Probably
like,
because...
I'm tagged on a picture where I'm not even in it. Unless I was really drunk a couple of nights ago and I teamed up with the Brazilian army. But alright, let's figure this shit out.
Right.
Wait, I can't do it on my phone. I need to do it on the computer. Actually, and I'm using Windows, so I can't do it on my computer either. But I could have sworn that Super Chat is for partners. And partners, you need to be 1,000. But if I'm wrong, oh my god, I'm activating Super Chat like immediately after the stream. But yeah, that's gonna be great. Finally having Super Chat and everything. Parasite, you have no idea how cool it's gonna be. Alright, I'm just
like,
gonna go
tell me all the super cool parts. Only the super cool ones, not like the normal ones, the boring ones.
Well, I mean, Super Chat is kind of lame right now in the sense that it doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
Basically, when you send a message, you can add money to it. So you can add money to that message, and it has some certain attributes to it. Like it stays on the bottom of the chat for a little while, you know, so that your message doesn't disappear and things like that. So it's essentially a way of tipping and also having your voice heard over other people's. And that's all well and good, but I just don't like Super Chat in general, because we already have Super Chat on our channel. I implemented a feature called Pin. It does the exact same thing and it's free. But wait a minute, I like money, so maybe my Pin idea was pretty bad. I need to rethink the code. I'll rethink the bloody code, and we're gonna make it great. We're gonna make our chat great again. Wait, what? Man, it's been such a long time ago since I've been to Oasis. Me and Shady, we did like 4 playthroughs of this game, and I have not been here yet with him. I've not even visited with Shady. So this is gonna be quite cool. I remember this DLC is actually pretty darn fun, all things considered. It's not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not bad either.
Yeah, I think that Tarantino's Assault just beats it out of the park in every sense. It's too good.
Oh my god, stupid lifesteal.
How can life still be stupid? It has to be good, right? Unless it's used against you, in which case, yeah, fuck it.
Stupid good. You get it?
Makes sense.
It's so stupid that it's good.
That makes sense to me now.
I get it.
Look at all these. Look at all this fire.
Nah, I literally can't kill these pirates. They have too much lifesteal. Like, not even micro stuns are killing them. My tsunami sucks. What happened to it?
Show me some despair, Dash.
Oh my god, I can't even kill one pirate. Yar.
If it's any consolation, I can't really kill this pirate either. Man, this...
Super Chat eliminates the need of another program and user password setup and login just to Super Chat, yeah. But anyway, well, I mean, okay, so I'll show you what I mean. I mean, obviously, what I meant by...
what are cursed pirates doing here?
Our channel, you can literally do something like... Ayo.
Yo. Okay, seriously, what the fuck are cursed pirates doing here? Oh.
And you can also do things like... Still working on the back end of this code. But... Honestly, YouTube is really, really limited in the things that you can and cannot do. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I mean, I have done a really good job of implementing a system that no other channel has because I created the damn code. But there are a lot of features that our overlay chat has built into it, and a super chat sort of esque thing with the pin works. However, I've been really careful with whom I give the pin ability to. Currently it's available for moderators and admins, but we are thinking of making it available to donators. So anybody that donates or is a member gets to have a pin command as well. But I mean, we're still a little bit unsure how we're going to implement it, and I think Super Chat is going to be like naturally better. Still don't know how it's gonna work in terms of our overlay chat, but these pirates are really strong.
I've noticed that in this more recent, in higher levels, the super badass has become like insanely durable. Like to a absolutely disgusting degree.
I can tell. Cursed has lifesteal. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I noticed.
Wait, what the hell type of gun is this? Is this a legendary? Oh, it's a zapper. Interesting. I don't want a zapper. I want my life back. Because I am not a sadistic pirate. I am Dash, the vehicle.
The great and wonderful.
I was about to say the vehicle destroyer.
Yeah, that works too.
If you know what I mean. Oh my god, your pandemic is making it hard for me to see what I'm doing.
They needed some acid.
Acid reflux. Ew.
Heyo. Wait, what?
Okay. Well, acid reflux is a medical thing.
Heyo.
Actually, I just like YouTube compared to other sites. That's all. No offense. You like what you like, and I want to respect that. No, I mean, I never said that I don't like YouTube. Like, the platform itself is probably the best when it comes to growth and potential. But as a programmer, and as a user of other platforms, and from the perspective of a viewer and streamer, YouTube chat system sucks. Like, I can't even delete someone's message silently. I can't give someone moderator status without having to go to a bloody settings page. Like, it's like these really basic things. Like, chat is the YouTube chat is by far the weakest of all platforms I've ever experienced. Because there are no commands. There's no way for me to quickly, mid-stream, just make a change to the roles or the leaderboard or ban someone. And there's no permaban. Like, there was once upon a time, there was a guy who came. I couldn't permaban him. He was behaving inappropriately. And we just basically had to time him out for 5 minutes. I mean, say what you will about how YouTube is great, because it is. It has by far the highest encoding technology and best encoding technology on the market. It has the most viewers in terms of just sheer registered users. Most, what is it called? Like, most watchers? The gaming side of YouTube is going away, so that kind of sucks. No, because look, for example, right now I tapped your name, right? And what I can do is long duck dong. I have your message selected here on my iPad. Look, he's not hacking. I highly doubt you can hack Google. I don't know if you can see this, but this is how. These are my options. Let's see, are they still up? Oh, they're not. One sec. So I'm gonna tap one of your messages. And you see this little bubble here? It says, I believe, go to channel, report, remove, which only removes the message, give them a timeout, or go to their channel. There is no ban. There is no ban, and when you click the timeout, it's only a 5-minute timeout. You can't set it for longer. I'm sure that in, like, deep down inside some YouTube settings page, you can probably manually mark them as banned. But on Twitch, it's much easier. I can just do /ban followed by a person's name. Or I can tap their name and do the exact same thing. YouTube doesn't allow a lot of these things, and it's a little bit lame for that reason. However, again, in terms of platform and the technology within YouTube, it's the best platform. And that's why I'm streaming on it. Even though there are like 5 people watching on Borderlands, that's fine. I wanna rather be popular on a platform that I like streaming on than a platform I absolutely hate streaming on. And Twitch, I just don't like. I don't like Twitch. I like Twitch for its community, I hate Twitch for its platform. Also, they banned us permanently, and the fact that they did that, I cannot stand for that. Shady can, clearly he does, because he's back at that platform being their slave, but I am not. If someone decides, you're not welcome on our platform anymore, even if they unban me, I am not gonna come back. Because that's disrespect beyond belief. It just shows how unorganized and how their administration sucks. Either way, But Casey Neistat is now a millionaire from being a nobody on YouTube. So, well, I'm not saying YouTube is bad. YouTube is by far the best platform in terms of growth and potential. I'm just saying that if we're talking strictly gaming, YouTube sucks. Gaming live streams, they don't exist on YouTube. It's a fraction of the user base of Twitch. But that might change. Now that YouTube gaming is going away, thank God for that. It's the biggest mistake since sliced bread. So because I don't like sliced bread. Like, don't judge me. Gaming.youtube.com is going away. I think it's gonna happen either this month or in April. It's gonna be deleted. It's not gonna exist anymore, and it's gonna be merged with the regular YouTube. Now, that is something I'm looking forward to, because gaming YouTube, nobody even knows how to get there. And let me tell you, gaming.youtube.com is so confusing to navigate, because it's exactly YouTube but with a different skin. And when you get into gaming.youtube.com, you're stuck on gaming.youtube.com, and all of a sudden you can't find normal videos, you can only find live streams. And it's a big mess, because if you visit a channel, you can only see their live streams, and so channels appear to be weaker and less powerful on gaming.youtube.com. But if you go on the normal YouTube, you can see both the live streams and their videos, which makes me think, like, why even have gaming.youtube section? Like, it just makes no sense. It just makes channels harder to find, but it makes streams easier to find. And so how are they gonna delete gaming.youtube.com and make it easier for gamers to look for streams for a certain title? And that is the problem with YouTube. It's trying to be too many things, and that is my #1 issue with YouTube. Really, it is. YouTube is confusing to navigate, and for every time they try a new thing, it's harder to navigate. Take YouTube Music, where you can only find music. Apparently finding a Vevo video on YouTube Music is not going to happen, because we have the official music from companies. It's like literally like Spotify. But who the fuck would use that? Who would use YouTube Music? No offense. Why would you use YouTube Music ever? If there is if you have Spotify and you have Apple Music. If you're an Apple freak like me, you use Apple Music, because also I live in LA. Everybody here uses Apple Music. If you're anywhere in the world, you use Spotify. Why would anybody use YouTube Music? And also, like, YouTube Red or Plus or whatever it's called now. Like, why not just use Netflix? Like, or HBO Nordic. And so when you're on the regular YouTube and you want to search for, say, a movie, it's much harder to find than if you just went on, you know, the plus section of YouTube. But then comes, like, another question. It's like, okay, well, I want to look at gaming.youtube.com is going away. I want to find all current live streams for this particular game. Right today, it's impossible to do. You can't sort by live streams on the regular YouTube page. So they have to change the regular YouTube page so much so that it promotes live streams. But who bothers watching live streams unless you go specifically to gaming.youtube.com? Like it's... I promise you, I am not biased. I hate Twitch more than I could ever hate YouTube. I love YouTube. It's my favorite platform to be on. But oh my god, is it frustrating. Like, I can't believe you've done this, Farsight. We've been fucking planning this for a week. YouTube is a joke, to be honest. Full of libtards. Look, Alan, that's just what happens, really. And believe me, I am kind of disappointed too. So, me and Farsight, we settled for Minecraft. Saturday. We're gonna announce it on Discord, so it's more official. Right? We said Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, on Saturday is the day, mark your calendar, we're gonna post it on Discord. Saturday is the day we come back to Minecraft. With lots of technical issues and probably no stream. But, at least we're one step closer to having the game installed on our computer.
Hooray!
Let's see. Look how long it took Steam to get to most popular. Wait, okay, hang on. Well, they're trying more nowadays, actually. Look how long it took Steam to get most popular. Steam. Well, I actually don't know the history behind Steam. I'm sure it took them a while. But the thing is, they really had no competitor. YouTube is essentially copycatting at this point. They're like, oh, stories, Instagram stories, they're popular, right? Yeah. Well, so why don't we, like, put them on our platform? What, like we take people's Instagram stories and integrate them with YouTube? No, are you kidding me? What, we're gonna partner with Facebook though?
Yeah.
No, just copy the code. Oh, but like isn't that like copyright infringement? Like, or the like how's the section gonna look? Oh no, I was thinking we copy it like exactly, but instead of the around each person's individual portrait having like the Instagram colors, we just have red circles. You know what? I like it. I like it. I don't think anybody's gonna realize that it's Instagram stories on YouTube. Exactly, and we can do it. You know why? Why? Because we're Google.
Can you excuse me for a little bit? I'll be back in just 2 minutes. I gotta go and check something, okay?
I mean, that's my point. Like, Steam was sort of ahead of its time, and it took a while for people to realize how big of a potential Steam had. Oh, cutscene. Oh, first it's missing this.
Nice moves out there. You're a wolf hunter, yeah? Never met one of you guys before. The guns, the power, it's all very striking. If you're looking for the treasure of the sands, you've come to the right chick. But, God, I'm being rude. I haven't even introduced myself. Do that a lot. Sorry. I'm, Captain Scott. Nice to meet ya.
Well, clearly, Captain Scarlet just essentially indirectly told us that we are in Australia. However, I'm not gonna get pissed off, but instead gonna embrace the fact that she has nice and red, luscious hair. Yeah, I suck at dialects, so complain all you want. I ain't gonna get better. No, but with the whole YouTube thing, right now Google is literally just taking other people's ideas. I mean, YouTube gaming exists because they're like, huh, Twitch is doing really good. How about we get a slice of that pie? And so, like, they're always behind their competition, and that's sort of my issue. Like, YouTube has all these great sub-platforms that are sort of like listed under YouTube and features that are also copycats from other big platforms, but like they're not doing enough to catch up on the competition. They will always be behind, because why would anybody go to YouTube gaming when Twitch is clearly the most popular? It has been around longer, it has a better chat system, and isn't live streams all about communication? YouTube has done so much to make our stream the best it can be. I mean, you can rewind a live stream whilst it's live. Like, that's awesome. You can't do that on Twitch unless you're like a partner, but that's really difficult to get. So like, YouTube has all this super awesome Google power, but it doesn't really understand why people love Twitch so much, and that is because of the community, it's because of the chat, it's because about the Pog Champs and the PJ Salts. That's why people like Twitch. YouTube is not that, unfortunately. It's not fun. And by that, I really don't mean it's not fun, period. It's just not as fun. However, for a streamer like me, oh my god, I love YouTube. It's so much better. Like, so much better. On Twitch, we can't even like be doing streams of this high quality without making everybody lag. That's actually only a Twitch partner feature. But everybody has it on YouTube because YouTube is awesome like that. And so that's also why I had to code up my chat the way it is right now.
Because so sorry for being
YouTube chat just sucks by itself, so we had to. I was like, I'm gonna have to custom code this. I'm gonna have to make the YouTube chat a little bit more fun than what it is. No commands, no nothing, no funny colors, no emojis, except what's built in on YouTube, and they suck compared to iOS. But the rant is over. Fuck it. So we're doing Oasis. Well, not so much Oasis. We're doing Haters Folly. This is a DLC that not a lot of people that have come to our channel has seen thus far. This DLC is pretty neat. But more so, we're doing this because 2 of our bosses that we have left on our kill list are on this DLC. Master Guy and Hyperius. Now those 2 are bitches in the normal game mode, but who knows? We destroyed Veracitus, which is the hardest boss in the vanilla game.
Yeah, so it's a strong possibility that all the bastards are now pussies. So suppose we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like my Tsunami is finally getting outdated. So, like, maybe we have a chance of actually losing against those bosses. Yeah, I'm very arrogant. This weapon is too good.
But yeah, also sorry for being away a little bit there. A little bit of personal matter that needs to be looked into, but back now. And yep, super badass pirates are still just impossibly durable. Like, why? I don't understand. Oh my god, this interface is awesome.
So, what's your opinion on Captain Scarlet? Like, one thing that's like, I don't know, I feel like they kind of cheaped out on her character design. Like, it's obviously that they wanted to just make another character, and they wanted her to be memorable, but like, she basically is the precursor to everything in the pre-sequel. I'm not saying bad characters, I'm just saying characters that aren't as good as the Borderlands 2 characters.
What do you mean when you just mentioned that, like, she's everything in the pre-sequel?
Well, she's an Australian and she's less funny than the Borderlands characters.
Ah, in that way.
I mean, she's fun, but like, she's not like a strong character by any stretch of the imagination.
You're really right. She doesn't really have a great quirk to her, I suppose you could say. I mean, Jagana has that old...
You don't remember her, that's
yeah, I suppose right? That's the thing. Not that.
But then again, like, she has to compete with the other villain, which is obviously Handsome Jack, and so obviously she's being overshadowed like hell.
And but... I feel that Nakayama, that we previously killed, actually does have a very fun tidbit, which is like, you know, reacting to the to how awesome we are, you know, like how a normal person would react to a person who can just murder his way through absolutely everything, no matter how big or small. So I kind of like how funny he is. Plus, he has some of the best audio recordings that you can, you know, find in the world ever. Like, I am the happiest man alive. It's like, I met Jack for the first time. It's like, he punched me in the face. This is amazing. Next audio log. I am the saddest man alive. Jack's dead. Somebody killed him. What am I gonna do? Next tape.
Those audio logs were actually really good.
I am really the smartest man. Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, that really just, that made my day when I heard it the first time.
I mean, you know what? Never mind. Remember how I said that, like, I kind of missed this DLC? I don't. Like in retrospect, I really don't miss it. This DLC is kind of, I'm starting to remember now. Like, maybe I'm confusing with another DLC or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, this DLC isn't that good, really. All this DLC is just you being in the fucking desert.
That's not always fun. Although I do say that the Oasis with all the, you know, A little bit of choral theme here. Then you go into this massive industry area of former Hyperion. So I mean, it's not always uninspiring, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it fits the Borderlands 2 theme. Not gonna argue with that. It really fits the game, and as it should. But I mean, maybe it's just me, but I've never been a sewer guy, and I've never been a desert guy, and like old industrial area guy. I remember like I'm not kidding. I was playing Final Fantasy 12, like before I left to LA the first time.
Yeah.
I was so hooked onto that game. I was emulating it on my PC, and like I was getting like really far into the game, like at least 60% through the campaign. At least, I don't know, like it felt like 60, man. Like I was playing it a lot, and like I got to this desert area where the enemies were slightly too strong for me, so I knew I had to grind that out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. There's just sand everywhere. Fucking sand.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough.
It's coarse and rough, and it fucking gets everywhere.
Exactly.
It pisses me off. Like, no, but like, goddamn games and their bloody desert missions. Like, as a game developer, at this, like, it's 2019. I think most game developers are like, ooh, we have to be careful with desert missions because Dashi is not gonna.
Yeah.
Guys, this midget is hilarious. Wait, what midget?
You gotta say that. Actually, is there any desert map that you felt, was really well made?
Okay, okay, maybe it's because I'm biased, but at the same time, I still kind of think it's horribly boring. Jak and Daxter 3.
Neat. Still, I don't feel that they actually did that much with the desert.
No, it was so fucking empty, right?
You'd mostly drive around with your car, and like the interesting stuff is like the temples and going back to the city. That is like in wartime. That is actually what the stuff.
Yeah, when you're going through the desert with an objective, that's kind of fun. It actually is really fun. But when you're just trying to explore and realize there's literally nothing to explore, and there's only one enemy that you've ever encountered whilst in the desert, it sort of becomes a little bit lame.
Yeah, okay, so that's maybe out.
But like even this DLC, the Oasis, like once you're in the car, the only other thing that you will be fighting is those dicks in the like those penises in the ground, and and literally the only other thing would be what, like other cars. Like, there's no reason for you to ever go out unless you have a particular objective or, like, thing you're going for.
Okay,
whilst in the normal game, there are more ways you can diverge from the beaten path, because it's rewarding. There are chests here and there and things like that. The desert has barely anything.
Okay, if that's the case, then maybe not the best desert map ever. Is there anything else that we can perhaps think of? What about Final Fantasy X deserts? Any feelings on that?
Oh, fuck me. That for those of you that have played Final Fantasy X, I don't know about you, but it's my bloody favorite game ever. Okay? It's my favorite game of all time, probably. Either that or it has like a split with another game.
Yeah, tell me which one that is later.
But like, I mean, story-wise at least, BioShock Infinite.
Nice.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy X, me and Farsight, we have together played Final Fantasy X like 10 times.
Yeah,
completion.
Our total playtime racks up to like 500 hours maybe. It's a little hard.
You might think, like, yeah, and then Long Duck Dong, she's like, guys, I have 3,000 hours in Borderlands 2. Sure. Honestly, me and Farsight, we might have even played Borderlands 2 for longer than we've played Final Fantasy X throughout our entire lives. But that's not the point. That game is a story-driven game. The fact that you can play a story-driven game 10 times and not get bored of the story and the setting is ridiculous. And with that said, that's probably my favorite game. And one of the things that I absolutely hate with Final Fantasy X is the bloody desert map. It's so boring. It is so bad. Everything about it is boring. The music tries to tell you you're supposed to be bored. The only thing that's cool about the desert, however, in that game is that it actually has a fairly good amount of exploration for what it is, and it has one of the most badass cutscenes ever, and that's when you leave the town and you blow the fuck out of that place. That's really badass.
Oh yeah, it's like, and it has that awesome dialogue that constantly loops, like annoying cunt, annoying cunt.
I mean, yeah, for all things considered, it's not too bad, but it still is a weaker area than most others in the game.
I feel
like,
that
who can beat fucking Macalania? Like, Macalania Woods is like ridiculous. Xanarkand, oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, that's some of the best.
Like, literally, if I'm on my deathbed, I'm like, Mom, I love you. Farsight, I love you.
Oh.
Xanarkand, I love you.
Yeah.
Then Jackie is like, what the fuck? What about
yeah. And I'll be all like, Jackie, shut up. This is a really emotional moment. It's like, and then I just take up my phone, just play the Xanarkand theme, and she will just, he will tear up, I will tear up. Jackie will just be upset the entire time.
Usually that's what people expire. They expire in the most uncomfortable and unprepared times. Like, you know those movies when, like, in every movie, everybody gets to say exactly what they need to say before they pass away.
Yeah.
Like, they always manage to end their dialogue and die on the perfect fucking sentence. Like, and I will always love you forever.
Well, yeah.
Like,
so
or sometimes they die with like the keyword left, but everybody knows what the keyword is. Like, I will always love. And obviously, like, it's you. But like in real life, that shit doesn't happen like that. Like, if you gotta fucking pass out, you're already probably too weak to talk.
So
yeah,
there is a thing to that, and you're right. It is there for a very good reason, though. Like, stories need almost, like, there are rules to storytelling, and that is one of those things that people want. However, Game of Thrones very much plays off of that, and many times people don't get to get the long goodbye or you know, glorious speeches and that sort of thing. It looks ugly, and you know, it's
yeah, because that's negative. Just reality of things.
Yeah. What else? Oh yes.
What else? Where two people are dead and Race Phaser ain't doing shit. But I know what he's doing. He's trying to like quickly like finish the map, so that's fine.
So yeah, that's a thing. I feel that stories have become a little more like going against that norm, perhaps, and of course it can be done very badly as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2018, 2019 isn't like the rule of thumb for any movie now is to literally make it as little of a traditional movie as you possibly can. No characters that are male need to be good, and they have to suck balls and everything. Yeah. Women have to be great. What else? We have to defy every single stereotype, norm, and general movie characteristic.
And like, we also have to be as racist against white people as possible.
But like, politics aside, like the entire like. Everything about movies nowadays is doing the unexpected, isn't it? Like, you'd be like, oh, well, obviously our heroes will do good in the end, and they don't always. Or like, oh, you expect a climax or what's it called? A plot twist. Well, you get one, but you get another plot twist. That plot twists the plot twist. Like, it's so. Everybody's trying to be so different. Goddamn LA, man.
It's. Like, I don't think it is actually too much like that. Arguably, it's. I mean, I watch a little more movies, and most recent movies, a theme that is very consistent is that there's this constant problem with, you know, gender diversity and politics, left-leaning politics or something and stuff like that. Yeah, very left-leaning, and that's very specific. Many times, you know, the male character, you know, lacks, you know, confidence or something like that. You know, the female character are stoic badasses who could honestly just be male and you could really literally just call the character like just pretend that character was male and nothing would almost change.
I know, right?
And there's also, you know, many strong themes against capitalism, that sort of thing, you know, fight big corporations, yeah, lots of fun with that. But when it comes to, you know, story structure and such, it's usually actually, many times they play it safe, which, you know, can be good or bad depending. I'd say that The Last Jedi was daring in the completely wrong ways, and it also chickened out as well.
I wasn't damaging the vehicle.
It was like it subverted our expectations, but then completely went exactly as we predicted, which we didn't want it to.
Yeah,
but that's a different story for a different rant.
I didn't shoot it. I touched it with my vehicle, so if that means that we blew it up, then oh, too bad. Too bad, so sad, eat a crab.
But yeah, the latest Marvel movie of Captain Marvel is the personification of the recent times. If a movie that the developers and the main actress says is a feminist movie.
Oh, and speaking of which, did you know that... What, you dropped a pearlescent? Okay. Speaking of which, today is the actor premiere of Marvel at Westwood Theatre, you know, where I live.
Ah.
So like they have like extra security. Usually when they have you know, opening nights on movies with all the actors being there here in Westwood, they have like security and they close off the street, but like now they have like even like more barricades, more police.
Ooh.
I think it's today, or it was yesterday night, I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's like so many trucks, police patrols, like because they're doing the Marvel movie here, so it's obviously they roll out the red carpet like every fucking like three times a month. But yeah, it's Marvel, so we will see all the actors. Hopefully I can get into Starbucks and not give a shit. But okay, whatever.
Ooh, nice. I cannot support this movie. Even though it might be interesting, it might be good, it might follow up into a movie I'm actually genuinely really excited for, I am so worried for what the precipice that this movie might set, you know? More movies where the male characters are just treated like trash. I'm kind of tired of that. The more I've seen of it, you know, I kind of didn't really like. I knew that your view that, you know, the more racism against white males is starting to become a thing. I didn't fully believe that it was that bad, but like taking a step back and realize this is a real issue in some places, and a place that I also do very much care about.
But that's because Hollywood is currently in California. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you know, I live here, so I know what type of people.
Yeah,
like,
so that's...
I deal with these people every day. Some of these people are so blinded by their politics and their fucking gender identity, and I don't mean anything by it. If you are bi, homo, straight, fucking power to you. I promise I am not trying to disclaim my opinions. If you are a feminist, you go, you person. And
smooth.
Like, I'm not even kidding. You can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a Trump supporter, be a fucking Trump supporter. Be proud of it. Dare to be a Trump supporter. If you think Trump sucks balls and you want to be vocal about it, be vocal about it. But for goodness sakes, fucking respect that there are other people with differing opinions.
Exactly.
Don't think that you are superior to them. Okay? If you disagree, have a fucking civil discussion, but don't call the other person out on being X or Y. So
without even debating.
Stupid or retarded. Exactly, without debating, without hearing them out. Because you know what? 99% of everything that you have ever learned ever in life, you've learned from someone or something. And that may be your biggest enemy. That might teach you something. Just FYI, bitch, yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely agree with that, and it was actually a thought that crossed my mind today. I was like reflecting on, you know, little politics here and there, and I thought about like one of the preppings for when I was about to vote for the first time, and you know, we had a school thing, and you know, representatives of all the different parties came up, and like the nationalist party, you know, Swedish Democrats, like so many people just essentially stood up and turned their back on him, you know, to basically show that, yeah, we are against racism. And I'm just like, I was ashamed. It was so embarrassing seeing that, and like, you just deny it because it's cool. You're just denying it because without even listening. You can disagree, you can disdain as much as you want, but at least listen and think.
I mean, they listen to you. Show that same respect.
Yes.
Like, I mean, honestly, you might disagree with them. Exactly what Farsight said. You might disagree with someone, but at least show them the common courtesy. If they show you courtesy to listen, if they care to listen to you, and they want to have your voice heard and want you feel cared for, why don't you do the same to them? Regardless if you think they're Hitler, fucking pay attention, pay some respect.
And that also brings up a thing, you know, like name calling. That's also never something really. That is just you being intolerant and just throwing something at the mud at the wall and hopes it sticks. Hitler, not Nazi, sexist, all of that. Yeah. Like, you just.
I mean, it's, you know, you're at if you're that type of person, you're really, in my eyes, you're a bully. Really, you're calling people names until they feel bad about themselves. For no reason other than you just making them feel bad. You're not proving them wrong. If anything, and a lot of times you're proving them right.
And or it's also a way of winning the argument without having to fight it or think about it.
And smart people, they see that. And that's why the Swedish Democrats are actually doing well in votes and keep on rising. As a matter of fact, guys, yesterday I got an email. So here's an email that you might be like, what? So I got an email from DonaldJTrump.com. It's the official Trump Pence site. It says here, I'll read it out, but like you can probably just so that you can see that, you know, this is actually a legit email. So I subscribe to Trump Pence. I also subscribe to Sanders. So don't think that, oh, he's a Trump supporter. No, I'm not. Have not voted, will not vote. That's my policy. But I like to know, you know, firsthand news from the very source. So this is what it says here. Trump, 52% approval, jolts Washington best in years. What? How is it that Trump is doing better in terms of the support numbers than so many presidents before him? I wonder. Maybe it's because everybody's hating on him? Or maybe it's because he's actually doing good things that he promised. That's why he has actually so much public trust. Like, people have started to trust him because he's one of the presidents that's actually doing everything he said that he's gonna do. Whether it's bad or not, whether you think it's bad or not, evil or good, he's doing what he said he would do.
That is true,
but
for
presidents.
There is something to that. You know, the wall is being built, right?
Yeah. Isn't that great? He said he would do it, and he's doing it. Like, whether you think the wall is good or not as a concept, that's besides the point. He said he would do it, and he's doing it.
And I mean, people voted for him, so apparently people are really happy with that, I guess.
Well, actually, did you know that Obama created the concept of the wall?
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't funded enough. And so Trump, he really pushed this notion of a wall. And hence why it's being rushed and being built faster, and there are more resources put into it. But the wall has been there before Trump got into office.
That's actually interesting. I did not know that.
It started, I believe, at the first mandate of the Obama administration. So
what is the
like,
justification?
And, you know,
can you explain that? Like,
and people don't know this little small factoid, which is easily accessible knowledge on the internet, but nobody knows it because media doesn't want to, you know, say that, oh, this concept that everybody hates. Oh, by the way, your beloved Obama did it. Like,
I mean, it does
like,
definitely give more power to Trump, you know. Yeah, that's actually fairly interesting.
But regardless of American politics, like, if you disapprove, if you're the opposition to any debate, the best you can do to grow yourself as a person is to listen. You don't have to agree. Said that you have to agree. You just have to be able to listen.
I've once heard a great like a statement or a quote or something like that from Arshinga. Yep, and I was like, you should be tolerant to all kinds of people, except intolerant people. Screw those guys. And I see a lot of merit to that.
I mean, as much as I do too, like, I get the notion. Yeah. I don't think I want to agree with it though.
No?
Like,
you say
if you're intolerant to intolerant people, essentially what that translates to is, if he's an asshole, you are an asshole. And so, what does that accomplish? That is essentially two children playing in a playground. You have to be better than them. Always show respect.
But
even if they don't show respect, stand your ground. That's it. I mean, that's how police forces do. They, like, have you ever seen, like, a patrol of police with shields up, trying to make sure that people don't cross a particular line? Yeah. So, if people yell at them, the police doesn't break formation. They don't break formation and go be like, hey, what the fuck you call my mother? Fuck you, and bash civilians with a shield. No, they stand their ground with their shields up, regardless of what's being thrown at them, what's being said to them, how much their mothers suck, or whatever. The police stand their ground, and they do that because that actually has more authority and more that, in my opinion, showcases more self-confidence and authority than doing like, what the fuck, you call my mother some shit, and then you go up and bash that civilian with a shield. That's just not how you do it. You have to always, in my opinion, be tolerant, regardless. Because if you remain tolerant, other people will see that strength of yours, and they will choose to follow you. If you're looking to gain supporters, stand your ground. That's like the number one thing in any army formation, whether it's police force in this example or any sort of unit figure. Stand your ground, unless told otherwise. Now, I understand if you disagree, because I mean, lore runner, he usually says smart things. So.
Hashtag wisdom, am I right? You could, I assume, apply that to different scenarios, but you are very much right. You can essentially...
Please let me hear a scenario where that's not applicable.
I suppose that it's the idea of what you describe is essentially defeating the enemy by being better than them, you know?
No, it's not about
like, I will not sink to your
level.
level.
It's not about defeating. It's about not sinking to their level. Because you're better than that.
God damn it, I hate cursed skeletons so much.
I suppose that's kind of what you just said. But like, I don't see it as really at the end of the day being better than them, even though it really is that. But it's more like, it's not about being better than them, it's about not sinking to them. It's not like, if you become what you hate, then who are you really?
But yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I also said, you know, it's not stooping to their level, that sort of thing.
But it's not so much about being better than them, although...
Yeah, I assume you define better than them, it's like, I will not stoop to your level.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So, tolerance toward all types of people, but not tolerance to intolerant people. I mean, you could say that that can be applicable to full-on racist individuals, for example.
No, but like, please tell me scenario where being intolerant is better than keeping tolerant, regardless of who the other person might be.
Hold on a second. Scarlet, is that you?
Just a little obsessed.
Oh, you're not Scarlet. I can taste her scent on you. She wants the last compass piece, doesn't she? Oh, yeah. Let's talk, you and me.
Yeah, so he's a little obsessed, as you guys might have already.
You might have noticed.
No, but seriously though, if you feel like you can give me an example of one time in life where being intolerant is a better choice, let me know.
A real life example of that.
Yeah, when is it okay and better to be intolerant than to stand your ground and be tolerant?
I suppose it is when the latter party is actually actively violent. I suppose when the other party is motivated by, for example, racist ideals and is coming after you or those you hold dear. And at that point, I suppose you can no longer really, like, conversation has kind of like, there is no really possibility of that anymore. Like
so
when
what?
It's essentially when you've gone through,
what?
You've tried diplomacy, you've tried perhaps evasion, and if those two do not work, then you have to fight back. You have to stand your ground. You have to show that you are strong. You are willing to talk. You were willing to perhaps compensate to make it work. They denied both of them. Okay, you're getting the fist.
But why even go that far? Okay, say they go that far. Do you fight back? I say, well, I wouldn't really define it as fighting back. I would say I would use the exact amount of force that they're using to me as an act of self-defense. Or slightly more to apprehend them. But I would never use force unless they start. And so me retaliating with self-defense, I wouldn't consider intolerance. I would consider it self-defense.
Many times I get left behind. I'm so bad.
Okay, you didn't hear anything that I said, did you?
I did. It's just that I'm thinking a little bit over it.
Scarlet, I wrote you a haiku.
I mean, really, life is like, I think you can apply only a handful of principles to everything in life. I believe life is that easy. You don't, like, they're very, like, I don't think I can really find times where you should break from a set of values because of a certain situation calls for it. If you have core values and beliefs, and they are properly configured to work for you, you should never be a hypocrite, break your own values. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I haven't really done enough. To be as much soul searching as you have, and I haven't really fully realized what I truly do believe in. I suppose I can say. Oh, hey, Sword, what's up?
Sword? Where?
Yeah, chats.
Oh! Whoa, what happened? My chat is like lagging in that case. What's up, people? So we're talking about tolerance and being a hypocrite in a way. Like, when is it okay to be a hypocrite?
And so, essentially, to make a long conversation a little shorter, I essentially said, mentioned the idea of to be tolerant versus all type of people except against intolerant people. Dashi said, shared his view that you should always be tolerant and never, like, dilute from that path, because you should always stand true to your values. Is there something I perhaps missed, Dash?
No, I think you nailed it. It's a really fast and
simple
sweet
way of putting it.
summary.
And so I was thinking personally, like, what do I then what is my personal beliefs? Because what I mentioned was just something, you know, that I've heard and I kind of agreed with. But what is it that truly I believe in? Because I don't do as much thinking about this as Dashi does. I usually just roll with it, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, like my days are literally 100% of the time me either doing some programming work, studying, and or watching psychology/philosophy channels on YouTube.
Yeah,
so really, I am the most boring person you can ever meet.
And me, I spend my times playing, working, studying, but that's only like 33, and the other is filled with like work, very practical work. And the last bit is filled with a lot of hobby gaming and you know, reading about fiction, writing, stories. That is what I really enjoy. That is what so I guess I'm more exciting in that sense.
Well, I suppose to each their own, right?
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
see here.
There's nothing.
We got 2 legendaries, 1 commando, and 1 assassin mod. That's it.
How exciting! And I get
okay.
Something and died.
So because I find it autistic as fuck
and yes,
teachers
swordsman.
make their own tests.
Now, swordsman, to address your question, what the fuck happened with the Minecraft stream? Well, yesterday Dashi wasn't available, and I wasn't available.
Well, I was. I just said I'll be like an hour late.
Well, okay. I also mentioned that for some reason that phone didn't give me notifications, so when I actually read it, I was in bed.
So
anyways,
when the stream doesn't happen and I don't call you, you just assume that there's no stream, or
yeah,
you don't do anything to double check that I've maybe tried to contact you via the official Shady Goats chat channel.
God damn, these things keep kicking me off and kill me. I did kind of actually look around and I never saw anything. It's weird. Maybe I just looked. Perhaps it's possible I looked like literally 1 minute before you put it up and then I didn't get to see it again. It's possible. Regardless, we will make officially, it is official now, the Minecraft stream will be done next week on Saturday.
Yeah, next
you can
week
quote me on that one.
So, clear your schedule, boys, because we'll be doing it on Saturday. I don't know what day that might be, like calendar-wise, but it's Saturday. This Saturday. So I'm gonna jot it down on Discord so everybody knows. We can build some hype around it. Feel free to invite your friends. Let them know about our YouTube channel. Let them know how Shady is inferior to us in every single way, shape and form. And let's do it Saturday.
And also, Alan mentioned stuff about skinning us alive, so that's nice. He would
I don't
belong.
think you can skin blocks alive. It's fucking playing with Legos. Can you skin a Lego piece alive? I don't think so, boy.
Other than that...
sorry for the noise in the background. It's gonna be good soon. So where are we going exactly? I'm a little bit unsure, like what we're doing. I've just been going around killing enemies, to be quite honest with you. Hello?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Where are we actually going? I kind of been like trying to chase you up because I've been like dying constantly, getting knocked back to previous loading areas.
I'm gonna try this elevator. Okay, so can't wait to see you alive. First, send me that fucking photo, you bitch. I want to make something.
I cannot. Yeah, there's the thing. How can I send you something I don't have? I have no photos of me. I'm serious.
Wait, really? You've never taken a selfie before?
I have. I don't even know how to put that one up. Let's see, I have 2 photos. That's it. Like one photo that you gave to me, you know, that you stylized a little bit for funsies. Way ago.
Yeah, that was like 2.5 years ago, man.
Yeah, exactly. I have that one saved on this computer. Other than that, that's literally it. And yeah, I take selfies sometimes, but not that often.
Well, I mean, that, and I also have to get the chat working again in terms of... By the way, I think the feature about the color thing, like for example, if you do plus red and then type your message, I think that feature is going to be a little bit easier to implement than I thought it would be originally. So maybe I can actually get it done by tomorrow's stream, and it's going to be live on both Twitch and YouTube chats. Before I implement any sub badges and things like that, I need to wait until we are YouTube partners so I can do it in one fell swoop, rather than to make it available for Twitch and then make a separate piece of code for YouTube. So finally, with Herbert's hideout, let's look at all these sexy photos of Scarlet. Wait, there are no sexy photos of Scarlet. He's
like
just he's just panties.
Like Jesus. Oh my god. Seriously? This guy.
Really? You only have one pair of panties?
Okay, so we're supposed to collect these,
I mean, Herbert, no offense, but if you somehow manage to gain access to a source of panties from the girl that you're obsessed over, how did you get access to only one pair? And why did you only take one pair? Wouldn't you take the entire fucking thing if you're that fucking perverted?
That's actually a good question.
Oh my god, I'm giving him ideas. Wait, does that mean I'm perverted? Oh god, no!
Perhaps you're a perverted counselor or something. That would fit, wouldn't it? But anyways, Sword, regarding the picture, I don't know, maybe I can take a selfie or something at some point. If I figure out how to...
Let me take a selfie.
And maybe I'll actually find out how to post it on Discord. And there.
What's the difficult part? There is a plus button like on every other.
That I will actually do it. Because I
wonder, like what if our lives would have been different and you would have been good with technology? Like, I really wonder how different our lives would be today if you actually, knew everything about technology that you can think of.
Then I would be a super genius, I guess?
No, because, within limits. Like, you're a computer nerd. Like, let's say that you're a tech nerd,
then...
Instead of who you are today, being, I don't know, it's hard to, describe yourself, but, let's, for the sake of simplicity, call you a hobbyist. What if we replaced that with tech nerd? I wonder how our friendship would be different. Would it be more fun or boring? In a lot of ways, I could see it being more boring, because we would be talking about the same thing.
It's...
Herbert, stop falling asleep on us. Watch our stream, bitch. Did you hear the snoring? He's like... Yeah. One thing's for sure, I would have certainly saved time if you were a computer nerd.
Anyways, yeah, that's, I have learned to also say this very simple question, is that, going into maybes is, almost impossible to predict the amount of different outcomes that would result in. And ultimately, to have differences truly makes when we come together that much more special. I mean, it also really struck me,
No, but it just strikes me as so odd that, you live in 2019, and I don't think I know a single person that's not as fast at grasping tech as you. Seeing as, you are essentially a techie guy. I mean, you are. You are a techie guy, but you don't know your tech, which is interesting.
So, I mean, that depends on to what extent, of course. If it comes as far as what we just discussed, taking a picture, uploading it to Discord, I can do that. It's just, do I want to? I mean, Can I trust Sword to make something awesome with it?
Found all of his tapes. Better return them to him.
I will do it. Concerning other things like OBS,
sorry about that first.
If I went through an entire course of videos, I could probably figure it out. Yeah, it's just I dedicate a lot of.
There's nothing to figure out. Like all apps work the same way in terms of like inserting photos. Dashi, if Predator announces that he streams on your Discord channel, why isn't he a shady friend? So, look, I have nothing to do with Predator. I disagree with the fact that he should announce when he streams. I believe he should only announce when he streams after me and Shady finish streaming. Right now, he's essentially, from a pure business perspective, he's potentially taking our viewers. And I don't care if he's better or worse at streaming, or more entertaining or less entertaining. The message that we just got on Discord, I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. But I found a tubby spider ant here, so I will need some help. Okay, additionally, why I have nothing to do with Predator posting it is because Shady gave him explicit permission. And he's not a Shady friend because Shady friends are more collaborative, whilst people with just permission are people that have asked us if it's okay if they promote our streams. Shady friends are people we want to endorse. So for example, say that Nike loves Shady Goats, and let's say they make a collection with our logo on it. That's them endorsing us. And in return, we would be like, oh, by the way, at the end of each stream and during each stream. Wait,
before you do this thing, guys, can you guys wait for me so I can see the cutscene and show it on stream?
But I'm at a tubby spider ant and I'm about to wipe.
And I am like 500 miles away from you, so give me a moment to see if I can even get to you.
Okay, either way. So Predator has been given permission, but he doesn't have he's not aligned with us in terms of streams. We are not promoting him, and that's the difference. Shady friends are promoted by us and they promote us. It's cross promotion, that's what it's called, whilst he's promoting himself with our permission to do it, but we're not promoting him. See what I mean? That's why he's allowed to do that. Although today I feel like he crossed the line by announcing it on our Discord when both of our streams are live. I'm not really sure if Shady still is streaming, but either way, when one of our streams is live, I don't think he should be able to do that. But that's something I'm gonna have to talk with Shady about. Either way, we have a tubby spider ant here, and we need to kill him because it might drop a pearlescent.
And pearlescents are very important.
I might be happy. And if it doesn't drop a pearlescent, I might just hang myself. I just need rope.
Do you have good rope?
No, I only have really thin thread that I wanted to use for class like 2 times.
You can't kill yourself with that. Come on, man. You gotta have some.
Well, I thought like if you're like really clever, you can like maybe string together the thread and make it thicker. Isn't that sort of what rope is? It's a bunch of thread that's been like joined together to become thicker.
I guess.
Well, in that case, I can't do it either because I don't have enough thread to make rope. I hate tubby spider ants. They are so fat. They are actually creepy to look at.
What is actually the creepiest tubby though? Like, wouldn't you say that the?
I think it was the bloody flying penis.
Yeah, it's like a flying. Oh my god! Yeah, that was horrifying.
Those are disgusting. They were seriously disgusting because they twitch so much too.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Dashi, oh wait, but why wasn't Casper let to say that he's streaming? Because he said that he can do that on a stream. This was a while ago, right? Again, most of the times Shady handles who and who is not allowed to announce it. But here's the thing, what Casper did if I remember correctly, what Casper did more so than anything is we actually gave him permission to post on our Discord that he's streaming, outside our streaming times. And I believe he actually did that a couple of times. But I think the biggest roadblock is that he was really, really into going to our streams when we're streaming and in our live stream chat promote his channel in various ways. Like, by the way, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel whilst we are streaming. He's doing it in our live stream chat. That is completely against the rules. I don't give a shit. I'm never giving anybody permission to do that unless it's a shady friend. Where literally our business agreement is cross promotion. But yeah, like I just like, I get it, he wants to grow his channel, and a better, smarter way to do it is to go on other people's channels, but it's really disrespected in the community, of any streaming community, really. Another assassin class mod.
Why is it always assassin?
And another, oh, it's a necromancer class mod here.
Well, yay.
Or no, that's a siren, right?
Did you take it?
What was that? No, someone else took it.
Okay, then I must have accidentally picked it up. Well, let's check. It was siren.
If it's if it's SMG damage, I'll be a happy cowboy with
pistols.
Hot dogs.
Do you have any good pistols?
No, I
actually haven't gotten any pearlescent pistols yet. That would be interesting.
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't know what guns are good, dude. I don't know what guns are good because I still use the Tsunami as my only weapon.
No pearlies today.
Probably
Sad
not
shady
streaming.
goats.
Maybe not. What? Wait, what?
Oh, cool, legendary. Let's see. Oh, it was just a rocket launcher again.
Okay, so apparently Shady might not be streaming this week. Oh, that's kind of crappy, because my finals are coming up too, and I'm praying to God that I somehow can manage to pull off streams on a daily basis, but it might be hard to do.
On my end, my grades are, well, I'm soon gonna get, graded for my programming course, and we'll see if I pass or not. I think I'm gonna.
Wait, you think you're gonna?
Yeah. It's looking really good.
Oh my God.
Dash, thinking back, we previously had a discussion with me not being a techie, being this very weird in-between person, that like...
Yeah, it's so weird that you can actually do programming.
Like, I can understand some things, and yet I'm like completely clueless on others, and I just, and I for some reason stay clueless. Maybe it just has to do with, like, I need to have it explained to me in a way that I can fully understand. Like, if I'm just shown the results, it's harder for me to learn.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I felt that when
every single person that I know, they find everything on Google. Everything. I would be like one of the most stupidest people alive if it wasn't for the existence of the internet. Like, everything that I learned, and I learned so much in a day. I read like 2 chapters in a book every day. I watch 1 documentary every day. I work about 12 hours a day, and I also stream 3. That's essentially how my days have looked for the last 2 weeks. No exceptions, actually. I haven't hung out with any friends. I learn a lot during the day, and that kind of struck me like 2-3 days ago, is that I finally feel like I've mastered a programming language. Well, mastered, exclamation point, no, asterisk. Like, obviously I am not a master at JavaScript, but I feel like I've finally gotten such a good grasp of it that anything that I want to have made, I can do it really quick. Like, in terms of, conceptualizing it in my head. I know what to do and what to write to get it done, which I'm really proud of myself for. Like, it's taken me 2 years to feel this way, and I've never felt that way about a programming language, so really happy. hard work pays off. Anyways, Dashi, if it's important to you, we don't mind if you don't stream. Just take care of yourself in school. Don't focus on streaming over things like health or school, family, okay? Family, I have no family. Health, I have no health. Because of the nicotine pouches, I've also realized the last week, I think I have saved a lot of money on food. You know why? Because I only eat 1 bagel a day. That's it.
Is that healthy though?
No,
it
really isn't. For the last 3 days now, I've eaten 1 bagel a day. But it saves me time, you know what I mean? Like, I am not healthy, I have no family, and school, I have all A's. I don't have a single B. Over the course of me being in LA for an entire year, I don't have a single B grade. Only A's. A and A+. I believe 1 A minus. But still an A. Fucking A. So I feel like I'm managing just fine. I sleep a good 4 hours a night. It's plenty of time, especially if you're like buzzing with nicotine pretty much 24 hours a day. I've upped my dosage. Obviously, because that's how nicotine works. You have to take more and more because you get more and more addicted to it.
Just God damn it, Dash.
That's helping me. Honestly, if it wasn't for the nicotine pouches, I wouldn't be able to work at the pace that I'm working on. And Farsight fucking died. Farsight died. Look at him. Farsight got old.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Peace.
Yeah.
Of shit,
ha ha ha. Caps lock. I mean, really though.
Yeah, he's the one who left me, and we clearly were just gonna laugh at me for trying to chase the fucker down.
No, I love you, Farsight. Don't say anything bad about me.
No, I'm not. I'm just speaking shit about the Razor asshole.
Yeah,
who also made me walk a massive distance now to come back. Actually, you know what? Life isn't worth living. I'm just gonna sit here and mope about it.
Oh, go for it. 2-1. No, but I mean, like a lot. Like, okay, so here is a principle. Like, you know how we talked about tolerance and things like that. One thing that it's very important for everybody here to know about me is that I am a very philosophical and psychological person, and logical, analytical.
Attest to that.
I almost put no emotions behind my actions. So when I say something, I obviously disclaim it, say, by the way, what I'm about to say might sound bad, but I don't mean anything by it. I'm simply speaking from, like, a analyst point of view. And that is, like, these values, I don't let them budge. I have values that I've thought out, and I try not to be a hypocrite. And it really pays off. That's how I can, for example, work for as long as I do, without a break, on a daily basis. Because to me, a girl means nothing to me. From a psychological standpoint, a girl has, thus far in my life, been the #1 source of my depression, anger, sadness, loneliness. Literally, girls are the bane of my health. They're the ones that cause the most drama in my life. They're the ones that cost my highest expenses and my highest bills at any given month. Everything about having a girl in my life, not as a friend, but as a partner, is the worst thing that can happen. Hanging out with friends really isn't doing me anything good. Like, I love my friends and I hang out with them as often as I can, but they do not make my life better. They, at best, they make me feel more loved, but they're not influencing my future in a positive way. Because I know that if I have a true friend, they will be there regardless if I can't be with them on a daily basis or even reply to their messages within a month. So to me, that's why I don't care about my health. I don't care about sleep or school, not school, but I only care about my career and schooling. Because that is what's gonna bring me the most happiness in life in the shortest amount of time.
But your career can be affected in the long term by your health.
Well, yes, of course. But right now, I'm pushing through because it's my last month of school. So I'm trying to really push as though I was having a baby. Were you angry on Jackie? No. No. So, like, back when we broke up, yeah, I was actually really sad, actually. And the relationship ended with us being really angry with each other. We had arguments all the time. But about a year or so after we broke up, so we broke up, what? I think we broke up January 1st, either 2016 or 2015, okay? I'm leaning towards 2016. We broke up January 1st, 2016, right after our New Year's party. We broke up that day. It took me about a year of more women and emotional damage from women to realize that I cannot let emotions rule me at all. I have to set some core values, and I will never make exceptions to them, ever. Because then I become a hypocrite towards myself. And if I can't trust myself and my ability to do things, then why would I ever be able to trust others? And so I set some rules. What are my rules gonna be on finding another girl? What do they need to? What type of requirements do they need to meet? What type of requirements do I need to meet in order to feel like I can actually handle another woman in my life that's gonna destroy it from the inside on out? Okay, so I set all these rules, and I try my best today to follow them. And so sometimes, sometimes, some of the things that I do to Jackie, she might not like. So she calls me up and she's like, Dash, oh, it's nice seeing you again. And I'm like, oh, it's nice seeing you too. And she's like, oh, by the way, fuck you. I'm like, what? And she's like, she starts like throwing a fit. And what I do is I simply go, if you want to argue, let's argue. But for now, I don't really have time for this. So call me back when you've calmed down. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way at all. I just think that arguing leads nowhere and it's pointless, and usually someone has to apologize or is cornered to apologize for something that they don't feel sorry for or sorry for. And so it's better to just diffuse an argument by hanging up the phone. And by the way, I'm a type of person that hangs up the phone. I hang up the phone
the
when
guy who also kicks people from the Skype call just without hesitation.
Yep.
He does that.
And I am not afraid to push the trigger, or if I'm with a person in real life, I basically tell them, this is BS, I'm out. See ya. Peace.
And of course that can really complicate things when most people run on emotion.
No, but if someone really gives a shit about solving an issue, they're gonna approach the issue in a less aggressive and explosive manner. So 100% of the times when I hang up the phone, they call me back. Or I call them if they don't call me back the next day or something. And usually, lo and behold, they have thought about how big of an asshole I was for hanging up to begin with, but then they thought, like, yeah, you know what, it's not worth it. So, it's better to do that, honestly. I don't remember a single time when me engaging in an argument, losing about 1 hour, complaining about, oh my god, a black hole level 65, holy balls! Well, if someone wants it, that's great. I have a shamrock, whatever those things are called. But yeah, it just never pays off, guys. Guys, never get into an argument. Never feel pressured to get into an argument with someone. If someone is clearly upset with you, like, an argument is good, okay? So let me backtrack a little bit. If it's an argument where you guys are both confused over what you want, stalling it is not gonna help. What I mean is, if someone is throwing shade at you and you're in the defensive mode, if two people are on the offense, that's one thing. But if you are on the defensive mode at any situation, just basically diffuse it. Or if you are on the offensive, if someone is on the defensive, then you have to defuse yourself. Stop it. Don't engage in arguments. And that goes the same for you too. If you're angry with someone, don't pick up that phone call. Don't answer their texts that are clearly provoking you. You are not making your life better for yourself. As a matter of fact, you might have a breakup coming up because you're being so aggressive. So just calm your titties. Anyways, were you angry, Jackie? Tell us some of the rules, if not all. I mean, like, I think I've explained it really. The whole diffusing situations that are heated. Anything that can evolve into a heated argument, diffuse. Really, diffuse it. Don't date or go on dates or drink alcohol in hopes of meeting a girl if you are not emotionally and physically ready for it. What do I mean? A lot of guys, they're like, my life sucks. Okay, what do you feel? What do you think is gonna make your life better? I know, man. I think it's I need the company of a girl. Really? So you think your life sucks? You feel lonely, and so the remedy to that is taking care of someone, or worse yet, you finding someone to take care of you. Aren't you just essentially saying, I want my mommy? Give that a thought. Let that sort of stir in your head. If you feel that you're not on your prime, not at your prime, the prime time of your life, why would you be so selfish to make someone else's life as bad as yours? You gotta be happy and content with whom you are, or content to the point where you're like, okay, you know what, everything is great, I think I can handle a relationship because I'm not bringing someone else down with me. When you're at that point of your life, that's when you should go for it, because then you're not doing anybody a disservice. Because people, they want to trust you, and they do trust you. Most people by default trust you, but as soon as you break their trust, it's hard to get it back. So if you enter a relationship with the promise to your partner that you're gonna make her life better, but in reality why she's even there for you is to make your life better, then you won't have the time to make hers better, and so you break her trust. Anyways, what other rules do I have? Diffuse situations. I mean, really, they solve a lot of my day-to-day problems. Diffusing situations like that. Like, it's really cold-blooded, but like diffuse them.
Yeah.
Also,
I see the benefit.
Logic. Exactly. Perfect. See.
Like it's like yeah, it's one of those like he hung up. What an asshole. And it's like. But you know, when you got your, when you're able to, you know, to cool down, to think more about it and realize how petty it was perhaps, you're willing to engage in the conversation again, and you realize that there isn't actually a lot of hostilities or an argument at all, really, with the emotion one day gone. There's not much to say. It's like, hey, I don't know, want to eat something? You know, wanna go out and eat?
Exactly. Like, that's a better way. Like, I disagree with a couple of things that you've been doing recently. Can we let's go have lunch over it? That's a way to argue, okay? That's a way to start a healthy first few steps into solving a bigger issue. I'm not saying arguments, you should avoid them, because you shouldn't avoid arguments. You should try to fix them. But if someone comes at you with hostility and in a way where their emotions rule over their logic, you're wasting your time. I promise you, I'm not saying it's not worth your time, but you are wasting your time at the end of the day, because you're not gonna get anything from it. They're playing on their emotions, and the only thing that they want to hear is you saying sorry for no reason. Sorry doesn't change anything, but some people are just like that, and you're just gonna have to give them the breathing room. But if you have a problem and Like, if both of you have a problem with each other, then obviously try to solve it. But do so in a non-aggressive way. Civilized, really.
What the fuck is the point of this?
Okay, so this is a boss, guys. This is a really difficult boss. So, wish us luck.
The hardest boss, so let's do this! Leroy Smackers!
This is, as you can see...
It is raid difficulty, guys. Remember that. So the next time you see this, I don't know.
Holy moly, we're like... I don't think we can manage. First, maybe we should just run.
You're right, alright, we'll fall back.
Res me.
Yeah, I got it, I got you. Where are you?
I don't know
there
what
you
to
go.
do here.
I'm resing you.
Like, I'm playing with one hand.
Ah, where did he go? I guess he ran away. He spared us. Thank
like
God.
Houdini.
Yeah, he's really good at tap
yeah, I
dancing.
mean, dance for my enjoyment, bitch! Like...
But it's actually, yeah, it's interesting, your style. I could not hope to really follow that. As I am much more of an emotional person. I many times think of others' emotion, that they are happy rather than me, because I don't care, like... I have enough math in my head to really... No?
How, like, if someone comes at you all angry, and you think you want them to be happy, isn't it better and faster and more efficient to hang up the phone, let them cool off, and then be happier without less arguing and throwing shade back and forth?
You make a good argument, it's just, I have never really been in a lot of those situations that I can really think of at the moment. I have a very, innocent and pure-hearted approach to things, and so they can usually see that and, realize that I don't mean anything bad. And usually I try my best to avoid anything resembling negative parts of a conversation in the first place. I believe I'd like to that every conversation, when you engage in one, that the people involved in that conversation should be happier and better off than they were before the conversation started.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also probably the reason why a lot of people tend to like me, honestly.
Most people like me too, And because I'm very straight to the point. I don't want to BS. I just want to get to the point. Like, that's, for example, remember first sight. By the way, I'm gonna get to chat. Shady, fucking grow up. Stop being a kid. Like, honestly, as a kid, you are salty after a loss. But like, if you are getting salty as a grown ass, hairy ass adult, then you need to get some. I don't even know. Like, Shady, like, you need to take a break when you lose the game. Take a 10-minute break. Talk with your chat. Strike a conversation like me and Farsight does, and get back into the game 10 minutes later. Like, and I'm not meaning like, oh well, it takes about 10 minutes to queue. No. 10 minutes and then queue. Like, seriously, cool yourself. Like, every time I join your stream, and I mean it, every time I join your stream, like, it takes like 3 minutes for you to reply. There is no combo. Your gameplay is fucking beast, but like, come on, man. And like, I see you in-game chat, like, you flame so hard. It's so sad. You're better than that. Remember UNICEF, dude? What happened to UNICEF? With the game, so leave me alone. Okay, sorry. Stop talking about me. It has nothing to do with... Shut up, alright? IRL. So honestly, just stop talking about me. Okay? Let me... call me up on Skype after our stream ends, and you can fill me in on the little details, the fine prints. Because I'm not wearing my prescription glasses, I can't really see that well. Besides, contracts are so boring to read, so you can transcribe it for me. Or transcribe? No, that's transcriptify... I'm not really sure what that word is, but say what's written on a paper, like read out loud. Anyways, so I suppose one more life lesson. that like well, not life lesson, but you know, personal rule that makes up essentially dash. Let me think. It probably is, and I'm really bad at this, but well, I wouldn't really call this a rule. This is sort of a lifestyle choice. I don't see food as things to be enjoyed anymore. I see food as fuel, and it's a way for me to get to work faster and be more efficient. Everything in my life is supposed to be efficient, and what does that mean? I think efficiency is spending as little time on any given task as possible. How can you do that? You can, for example, oh my god, timeout, really? You come to our stream on YouTube and you time people out. Oh my god, what a fucking Hitler we have on our hands. Anyways, I respect your decision, Shady. We're a team, so I'm assuming he probably said something about black people. Okay. Now, with Swordman being the racist that he is,
truly.
I'm sorry,
truly.
I can't say it with a straight face. I think, for example, one of the things is like when me and Shady we were editing videos together, like two of us were watching one of us edit. Like, I don't mind doing that. Now we have a little bit of better separation of labor, so we waste less time. Besides, we need each other's input, so we're not all pros. So us editing together is actually useful for the both of us and the betterment of the video. But when we were cutting and editing via one computer, two people looking at it, essentially what that meant is 1 minute spent on the task is actually 2 minutes. 2 minutes spent on 1 minute of the task. And I'm trying to lower that as much as possible with various things. Like, how can I make my breakfast faster, more efficient, and more filling? So I don't have to eat 3 meals a day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. How can I have only 1 meal a day? Because then I can prepare 1 meal a day. And what type of food can I do that lasts as long as possible, gives me the most fuel for the day, and doesn't make me hungry by the end of it? How many times can I shower a week and still and not smell like a skunk? What's the minimum amount of times I can shower in any given week and not smell like I came out of a fucking hotel in Pennsylvania? I don't know. Like maybe that's funny. I don't know.
That type of efficiency dash only works for those that have your type of mentality. You know, that are.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like this is not a lesson or a rule. This is sort of my lifestyle.
That's how you can do what you do. How you do it.
Yeah, and so because
for many people, food makes.
No, but what that does for me is it gives me more time to spend with people that I love, and it also lets me be smarter, faster, have a better CV, be a much better candidate for pretty much any position you can think of than anybody else in my age. I want to be better than you. That's my life goal. And not you, for example, but I mean, literally, I want to be better than everyone else. I want to have a higher IQ than you. I want to be mentally faster than you. I want to make less mistakes while talking. I want to do things faster than you, with the highest amount of quality. That's sort of what I want to do. I want to be harder, faster, better, stronger. Except the stronger part, because I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, that's the one thing I might be ahead of you on, Dash.
Yeah, but to me, like, okay, so the thing is...
That is a thing that can easily be...
The thing is, I don't see gyms as being healthy, though. I don't see how going to the gym and fucking pushing and lifting weights for 2 hours a day, or whatever people do, is healthy at all.
It, again, depends a little bit on...
Humans are adaptable creatures. Like... If it was so good for us, why do people that go to the gym and have muscles actually live shorter?
It might be because they consume a a lot of narcotics or something. I've seen that. A lot of people
What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about women live longer than men.
Oh, you
men
mean that way?
Do more hard work at any given point in their life. And for the rest of their life, men do more physical straining. They kill more of their cells through physical, like extrusion of energy. So of course women would live longer. So theoretically, gyms are making you faster, better, harder, stronger during the time that you go to the gym, with the cost of lowering your lifespan.
In a way, I suppose. I would very much argue it doesn't apply to me, as I have medical reasons why I do it. You probably already know that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people in general.
In general?
I don't want to waste time about one person when we can talk about every...
I don't honestly know if there are mathematical equations that says people who go to the gym die quicker.
No, but it's a correlation to doing more physical work. And there is a correlation to women doing less physical work during their lifetime than men, and across the board, all around the world, women live longer than men. It can't be because our balls are killing us, let's be honest here, guys. It's about how we live our lives. Like, great, you'll run faster than me, you can punch an intolerant asshole harder than me, but does it help you? Does it help you to go to the gym? You know what I mean? Does it help you? Like, you know, medical reasons aside, right? I mean, if there's medical reasons to do any particular activity, then obviously it's fucking helping. But does it help you by going to the gym and making your belly appeal to modeling standards? Because in the 1800s, being fat was the sexy. What people say, what women tell you, like, oh, I'm not gonna date him, he doesn't have a six-pack. That's because they are just slaves to what the industry tells them is good looking today. I happen to look exactly the way I want to look. I want to have a slim figure and almost no muscle mass. I want that. I want to have a contour, and I have a contour. I am skinnier than I've ever been, and I love it. I love the way I look. I have a nice ass. I have a woman's ass. I have no titties, because for a guy, that's... Oh god, I'm so sorry.
But, yeah, that's something people don't...
But you know what I mean? Like, I am exactly the way I want to be. So why the fuck should I go to the gym? Because, what? Some fucking model industry says it's cool today? For women, being slim and anorectic is fucking worse now than it was a couple of years ago. Now, if you're a fat woman, you probably get more compliments about your body than any time else, ever. Which is like, so what is the correct look? Do you get the correct look from going to the gym or not going to the gym? Or, here's a plot twist, or do you feel and are the most happiest when you look the way you want to look? Snap! Fuck you! I'm beast! Yeah.
No, you're not. You're weak.
Oh, yeah, I'm weak, but I'm smart. And that's all that matters, because I can tell someone else to punch you by manipulating them. So, I'll probably get some dum-dum to fight for me.
Well, I can't argue against that, because I'm not smart.
Mental slave, attack Farsight.
So, first and foremost, Sword, you asked, and I will tell you. I have type 1 diabetes, actually. I was born with it. I didn't give myself it, so before anybody gets that confused, I want you to know that. I feel very strong about that, because I have a tendency of kinda, you know... I get a little bitter when I hear people giving themselves diabetes when I was born with it and I have to struggle against it and they have to struggle again. Anyways, that's just some small little thoughts. But yeah, I have type 1 diabetes. I got it, like, what is it, 3-4 years ago or something like that. And you know, training helps.
If it's 4
It was well, I go to it. And anyways, training is, for me at least, not only helpful for that reason, but it's just, it can serve the same purpose. It can make you feel good knowing that, you know, you are, you know, you can constantly aim for goals, you know, like perhaps endure more, lift more. It's almost like getting training, learning, but, you know, constantly achieving new goals as well as reaching new boundaries, but not in an intellectual way. Also, it does, I mean, physical labor is one thing, and that is mostly what you're focusing on when it comes to the negatives of apparently leading to shorter lifespans. But longer lifespans usually
working out kills your muscles. You know, every time you lift weights, you do know what happens to your muscles. Do you know why people get bigger and more muscular? That's because you are ripping on your muscle strings. You're damaging your body.
Yes, and so the body adapts and makes them more better.
Not better, bigger. You increase your maximum capacity, like carry weight, push speed, and things like that. But that's because you're spending more of your body's resources on making that regeneration happen and adapting to your new lifestyle, which is, to your body, is this guy has requires more physical labor now. This guy is having to lift all this stuff where it's killing us. Okay, so let's allocate more of our regenerative resources into building up his maximum carry capacity, his maximum speed, his maximum performance, so that he can not only be adapted to his new lifestyle, but also not hurt from it. But that takes energy that I don't have to spend.
What do you spend on it instead then?
Nothing. Just because I have less, I spend it on bodily functions. I spend it on my brain. But obviously I'm not spending as much as you, and that's fine. I don't have to. Just because I'm spending a lot of, just because you're spending doesn't mean that you're doing a better job. As a matter of fact, you're taking more of your maximum lifespan out of yourself by spending and consuming more of the energy that your body produces. Because there are more, like, our body is incredibly, guys, for those that don't know, our body is incredibly similar to how a computer works. If you live stream, your computer goes because you're literally pushing its processor and graphics card when you're playing a game to its limits. If you keep on doing that, you are every time me and Farsight stream, we are sacrificing the maximum lifespan of our computers so that we can deliver content to you. So that means computers for me on a year-to-year basis will cost me more on average because I want to provide you guys with entertainment. Our body works the same way.
How did we teleport all the way back here?
I have no fucking clue. What happened?
The hell?
Anyways, what is the problem, Farsight? You don't want to tell us? Okay, but okay, so yeah, you already replied to that. But actually, why do you want to look strong? If I said that I want to look strong, I don't. I didn't. I might have said something wrong, but I don't want to look strong. I want to have a contour. But what that means is, to me, what I think is my favorite body shape is when I am light on my feet. I want to be like an elf from the Lord of the Rings. I don't want to, like, I want to be able to cross snow without without pushing it down. You know, I want to be light as a feather. That's what I want to do. That's what makes me feel good. When I look myself in the mirror and I see a fat stomach from a big-ass dinner that I ate, I feel kind of disappointed. Because I like being slim. I want to look like a bloody Tesla, you know, like a Ferrari. I want to look slim. And I want to run fast. That's sort of like
that's mostly my goal too.
Yeah, there you go. And
it's
so,
just that, you know,
like,
I have like a little bit of strength, you know, and mostly I actually focus on endurance.
But for example, my roommate, he's focusing on the like, I'm gonna kill you, you know, like this is really like masculine, testosterone-filled body, and
you know, the Torg body, if you've seen him in this game.
Torg, yeah, but to me, I just don't find that attractive. To me, when I see a guy with a six-pack and biceps the size of a small person's head, I think to myself, so this guy looks like someone inflated him like a balloon. Like I don't see that as sexy at all. At all. I think that looks kind of disgusting. You look like essentially a bunch of slabs of meat taped to your body and put a shirt over it. Like, to me, it's not sexy. What's up, Borderlands to Kingato? How are you doing? We are doing the Pirates DLC. We have a kill list, and we're playing this game modded as hell. It's supposed to be more difficult, but then I got a weapon that should never have been designed by this mod creator called the Tsunami. It's a pearlescent submachine gun which slags, corrodes, adds explosive damage, electrocutes, and sets them on fire all at once. And this thing sounds OP, so they have nerfed the projectile speed of this machine gun. But it doesn't matter, because it's so good. I've had it for 15 levels, and it's still by far my best bloody thing. And I'm running a Siren. And I have a bee and a sham shield combined, which, if you add that upon a relic with 120% SMG damage, holy nuts, this weapon, as soon as I get an upgrade, I think I'm gonna jack off on stream. I'm gonna risk us getting banned. If a Tsunami drops that's higher level than the one I currently have, I think I'm gonna start like furiously masturbating at the sight of it. I'm kidding, guys. I'm probably not gonna do that, but you know what I mean. The imagery has already been planted in your guys' mind. So we're gonna be fighting the Leviathan very soon.
Yeah, actually you're right. We're gonna fight them.
Yeah, the Leviathan is one of the bosses I felt should have been a raid boss more than anything else. But
that would have been kind of cool, yeah. We'll see if the fight is any good in this one.
But let's be honest, it probably isn't, unless the mod creator made him into a raid boss. Now that would be interesting.
That would actually be kind of interesting.
That's actually a big missed opportunity. Why didn't he make certain bosses into raid bosses?
That would have been kind of cool, but you can't really make new content. You can only alter, really.
No, but that's exactly my point. Like, if you increase animation speed and, like, increase their health pool to, like, 3 trillion, you know what I mean? Like, you would be able to essentially create a pseudo raid boss. And I mean, with increased animation speeds, a lot of these bosses are much more difficult.
Oh, Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles is so powerful.
Who's Mr. Bubbles? I don't remember him. It's the cutest name ever.
This is a Bioshock reference, I believe. So those little sisters, like, they sometimes refer to their big daddies as Mr. Bubbles, you know. And we also just killed the little sister, the little guy.
That makes sense.
Actually, let's nah, maybe let's not. Because when we talked about, you know, our favorite games of all times, like one of your favorite games was, you know, Final Fantasy, and the other was Bioshock Infinite. Maybe we can talk a little bit about that. You know, have a fun game this topic for once. We seem to only talk about, you know, real life stuff most of the time.
Well, I mean, look.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, of course.
You know,
but I'm just
talk about. No, the thing is, we talk about all types of subjects, but the ones that actually happen to stick for more than 1 minute happens to be things that are real life based.
It's true. There's a lot of talking there.
We just have to adapt to what the current interest is. You know, we don't have to talk about games if it's not doing us any favors. But yeah, like if there's a topic of debate that you want to hold on Final Fantasy or Bioshock or another game, bring it up. The issue with that, though, is that not a lot of people have played those games. And so, whether that topic of conversation might be extremely interesting for us to have, if someone doesn't understand what we're talking about, it's not going to be interesting content for them. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful with what types of game topics we pick.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you, and I was also just thinking out loud a little bit about how funny, we haven't actually talked about this question, you and me, before that much. And that is, you know, some of our favorites and for what reason. Bioshock for the story, Final Fantasy because a lot of good nostalgia.
Well, no. Fuck nostalgia in the ass. I never see nostalgia as a reason to like something. I genuinely love Final Fantasy X because it has a fucking brilliant storyline. It has amazing gameplay. It has a great replayability. This fucker dropped a Hornet.
Oh, I could get some of that. Or actually, yeah, I could take that one. Or
well, I'm done.
Maybe. Well, for some reason I was teleported up here on the surface.
What does a Hornet? What does a Hornet do, anyways?
It is a very good corrosive machine gun, almost in pistol format. The amount of output that thing can do can be very deadly.
Well, I died and never got the chance to pick it up. So let's assume it's gonna be gone now, because we're like miles away, aren't we?
Possibly. Anyways.
But you know where Mr. Bubbles were. You know where we were fighting. That's where the where that pistol is on the ground. On our way back, I suppose we can pick it up if it's still there. But let's be honest, it probably won't be.
I might go down and recover it then. So yeah, you were mentioning that nostalgia is useless and Final Fantasy X is awesome on its own. You don't need none of that.
I love Final Fantasy not for the nostalgia. I love it for the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other games then you would say that like has the best gameplay?
Dynasty Warriors, easy.
Interesting.
Like Dynasty Warriors is the series. I mean, obviously the older titles. You know, for every year new titles come out, it sort of makes the older one out more and more outdated. But like at their time, those titles were superb. They were superb. They were genuinely funny, and they have incredible replayability. Like because it's sort of ingrained in the game.
Yeah, to like, just be played over and over, and oh my god, you can play them so many times. I really enjoyed 8. It was so awesome.
8 is by far the best. Like it's the reason why like my love for Dynasty Warriors came back as hard as it did. And after I played 8, I can't play any other game.
Yeah,
in the series.
And so you know we were really excited for 9. Like maybe even in Evolution. Oh my god, that game was garbage.
That's another one of those examples where you can't have game company loyalty anymore.
No,
Let's see.
You're right.
Let me quickly just read the comments. Shady, my brain hurts like crazy because at my little sister's birthday, there were like 10 kids that were like from 2 to 10 and basically had to babysit them. Poor you, man.
I can kind of
like Jackie. She actually works as a full-time. Like she worked as a full-time babysitter or part-time, and now she works with in the kindergarten. So she's doing what you had to do on a daily basis. I feel sorry for her, but she loves it. I don't know why. Like,
trust me, Dash. There is. If you have the patience and heart and mind for it, you can do it. I have. I'm running out looking for the Hornet right now, so teleport when I give you the signal. I give a lot of service, and yeah, it's one of those things where like you can. There's a self-satisfaction in it that's very hard to describe, I suppose.
Okay, I know where it is, but is it there is the question. Wait. This is not where Bubbles was. Is this where Bubbles was?
I'm not actually sure.
Because I remember there was like a tunnel of some sort. Oh, it's further down. Wait, what? How do we get to the other? Just start the mission. Fuck it.
I want them Hornets. What? Oh, cool. Legendary. Oh wait, I got that sniper rifle with no scope. Garbage.
Really? There was like a legendary on the ground?
Yeah, I just opened up a chest and was like, hey, cool, legendary. Oh wait, it's that sniper rifle.
Okay, so hang on, guys. I'm gonna quick as hell just check out my messages because I have a business group chat with a couple of people, and messages are being sent left and right. It feels like I'm missing something because I feel like I was supposed to be in a phone call today with some of them. Not really sure.
I got the Hornet with the cover. Yeah, read through your thing.
Alright, so...
Ooh, wow, is that a Torgue submachine gun? Oh my god, that sounds cool. I would love to have that. That would be really cool. I'm seeing like a Torgue Malawans designed submachine gun.
I meant everything I said to you. You're an awesome warrior, a real stand-up individual. But my men and I just reached the spot pointed out by the lighthouse, so this is where I say...
I find it funny that Scarlet does not, oh, you know, take her ship with her, and okay, sure, why the heck not, right?
Alright, never mind. Not anything that was mentioned in that 13 unread messages was for me to even carry.
Great!
Okay, it's like... but you guys know how group conversations are. Like, half the times it's not even addressed to you, but you have to you still get notified for every message that's not about you. It's so annoying. Already did. Let's do this, boys.
Oh yeah. Whoa, what's going on? I shoot!
Like, for a boss that has this design, and that fucking eats us, he should be a raid boss, or like the end raid boss, like the last boss, the hardest boss, but nope.
I don't know about you, but I'd start like shooting this place up, man.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be able to handle throwing up water because of my tsunami, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd rock launch this place to death. I'd shoot it with incinerator rounds.
Yeah, so we are inside the Leviathan, the creature you saw there for about half a second. These are his intestines, that's his acid.
So the bad news is the Leviathan swallowed us. The good news is it's taking us to the treasure room. But the best news is, do you remember my pet Roscoe?
That is seriously disgusting.
Yep, Rack Hive.
Yeah, it just gives you a perspective on how big the Leviathan is. I actually think they did a really cool job with this little boss fight here. Because it really gives you like a true scale perspective. Because in that cutscene, it doesn't really do the Leviathan justice in just showing it how big it is.
We'll also soon see the entirety of the Leviathan and how goddamn enormously, frighteningly enormous it is. So, you guys need a res? Okay, I can't res you. Damn it. Damn, so close. Sorry, Reserve. That's for well, letting me die, okay? Or making me jump to my own.
Easy. Ah, the tsunami. Ruins everything since 1969. Let's see. It dropped a Jacob's fire weapon. Oh well. That was easy. Okay. So, we're nearing the end of this DLC, right? Perfect.
One moment. She mentioned she dropped her gun, so I'm like, where is that? You were saying?
We're getting closer to the end of the DLC, correct?
Yes, we are. We're approaching the end now, actually. This
Okay.
is the end boss.
So, I don't think we'll be able to do a raid fight today. Or maybe we will. I'm not really sure how easy they are to access.
It's a lot of... You know, there's some walking.
So tomorrow we'll be starting our stream with not one, but practically 2 raid bosses after each other. Because Master G and Hyperion are both here. Ugh. Tell me that this is not a raid boss. Wait, Awakened Leviathan? I think he actually did make it into a raid boss.
I won't put some stock on it, considering the amount of blasting we do through normal bosses.
Never
Look.
mind.
Yep, I know, right? One likes to believe.
Yeah, that's my tsunami hitting that fucking thing. See that extra damage there?
Yep, I see it.
But like the reason why I said wait, he made it into the raid boss is because all the raid bosses are called awakened, you know?
Yeah, I know. So why are they not tougher? It is mostly because we're 3 people, I suspect.
Yeah, probably. Like this is not even easy. This is just like autopilot mode.
Oh my god, actual casualty.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, toxic sandworms. You gotta kill all these toxic people. I was gonna make a joke, but come on, that would be overplaying. I remember this stage was like the worst, just because he just never opens his damn mouth.
Yeah, wait, you had to kill all the worms, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, that's not very difficult. There are a bunch of penises coming out of the ground, and that's all you really need to do.
Personally, I am the thing that I'm most excited for is Digistruct, because I think that one will actually be challenging. Just because we will have 1 life, and we're actually gonna fight not against bosses, but you know, NPC, normal minions. That'll be really exciting for us if we can get through that.
Yeah, and I think also when we finally come out of the Digistruct with OP1, OP2, OP3, etc., that's when we're actually like really gonna feel the difference of these raid bosses too. Because I think at OP8, I mean, everything is harder, period. So.
The sounds is yours, my friend. They were amazing, weren't they, Lionel?
I agree.
I am undefeated.
Wait, 1 more worm.
Shoo.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh my god, this boss is huge. Like, you guys seeing this, right?
Why didn't it just...
How the Vault Hunters defeated the treacherous Captain Scarlet and slew the Leviathan. And as the sun set on Pandora, the Vault Hunters realized that while they'd found Captain Blade's lost armory, the true treasure of the sands had been inside them all along. The end. How was that?
That last part was really hokey.
Yeah, it felt kind of contrived, didn't it?
Extremely. But otherwise, you ended that story pretty well. For a dirty little orphan.
Thanks.
Ah, don't mention it. I gotta teach somebody to tell these stories when I'm gone. Might as well be you.
Yeah. I love you, Marcus.
That's weird.
Shut up, you little orphan. Who is this guy, sir? Who is that guy?
I don't know, like, we have no idea. Wait, what if it's Timmy from the... Wait, it is! It's Timmy from that fucking Christmas DLC.
Oh my god, you might actually be onto something. I don't
This is the only other British kid. This is the only one British kid.
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe you just
so
like...
we're gonna be uncovering the treasure of the Leviathan. Luckily, this is not a bad reward.
No, and considering that the guy, at least, what I am really happy about is that all rewards in the entire game so far have just been improved in every sense of the word. You know, like the loot explosion in Toric's campaign is like one of the absolute worst. Then it became the best. We got a pearlescent.
Yeah, but like, I wonder, like, is he... Like, how does he do it? Like, what are the rules? Because it feels like we only get, like, these really awesome loot the first time we go about things. You feel me?
I have no idea. I can assume that there is, you know, a certain percentage of, you know, rare drops. You know, you can increase the generator, the random generator, and increase it, you know, to a like 100% guarantee, you know, pearlescent, for example, in the pearlescent pool, and a certain other, you know, guarantee of others.
Oh, of course, nobody waited to open these chests.
Yeah, I know, right? Carl, Razor, of course, gets to the end first and opens up everything.
Yeah, like, I mean, he could have picked up so much shit and we don't even know. Anyways, there's one legendary and that's a sham.
A sham, they say.
85% sham. Which is... whatever.
Is it
Sham
better
is
than Moan shield? Wow, I can do this all day! Yeah.
I think the best loot that I found here so far are some grenades and ammo. Because I ain't buying grenades. Screw that noise.
You know, this is actually, it's really funny. Every time we play this, we usually do get a grenade, which means that this, you know, the booty at the end is sort of worth it. Because, like, I find it funny how starved we were from, you know, good legendaries all the time when we played this originally. Like, yeah, one legendary was a godsend. Now it's like, oh man, I expected a pearlescence. Like, and 4 legendaries. Nakayama
like
was
it's a little bit lame.
Yeah, maybe we're just spoiled. But Nakayama, like, gave way better. It was like 4 or 5 legendaries in that treasure trove.
Yeah. But what I really find the most interesting is that how consistently, every time we kill a raid boss the first time, we always get some ridiculous loot, except for Terramorphous. But then again, he's the weakest raid boss. You know,
he like, gave us a pearlescent at the end, didn't he?
No.
Sure?
Not Terramorphous.
I believe No, I think we got a pearlescent the first... I don't remember.
No, we did not get a pearlescent the first time.
We can otherwise look at our own video and see.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we
literally have
right?
recorded evidence, so I mean, if... Yeah.
Okay, so getting to Hyperius / Master G, that's hard, right?
It's annoying, is what it is. You have to go through like a little arena, and I think we should open up the game with Hyperius and Master G. What do you think?
Alright, yeah, totally agree with you there.
And after that, let's see, what's left now on our hunting list, because the list is starting to...
Another tsunami would be good.
I mean, I guess we can do that. Oh right, then we're gonna go through Tiny Tina's Assault and Dragon Keep. So after we kill, I think we're gonna do it this way. Next time we stream, we're gonna try to kill Hyperion, Master G, and Dexterius. You know, 3 raid bosses down, and then we're gonna start Tiny Tina's Assault, and that's gonna essentially usher in the finale to all of it. And we'll see if we reach
72 by then.
72 by then. We're only 5 levels away, so I think it's likely.
A Hyperion engineer has gone mad with power out in the desert. Perhaps the alien thingies of this planet have perverted his mind or something. I don't know. I have a plan. You will shoot him many times with bullets, and he will die. Be careful, though. He is very powerful. You may need to bring some friends as backup.
Let's see what the Serath store offers.
Yeah, probably nothing of great value, unless it's a tsunami, and then I'm gonna cry.
No tsunami, sorry. But there are pearlescent weapons. All of them.
Rifleman's breath.
Assault rifle damage, assault rifle max ammo. That's pretty neat. It was just the beginning. Wouldn't this be really, really good for a certain commander here in our team?
Actualizer. You know what this means? If this weapon, if this store sells the actualizer, I'm sure that the tsunami is in its pool.
Possibly. Scouting Storm, Common Pearl. 3 more bullets makes sense. Increased crits, burst fireball seems pretty interesting. And the actualizer. Crit damage. Oh yeah, this weapon, I remember.
Yeah.
We got that one. Okay, so that one.
So I'm really interested, like, in seeing that. But without further ado.
Yes.
Adios. Whatever.
So
I think the
from
French
all of this, I hope you have taken away the important knowledge that we gave you today, including, of course, the most important one being that Minecraft next week, 100% super promise. Don't worry, it's legit.
Yeah, sorry about the whole weirdness.
It was a little confusing, in all honesty. It wasn't like we weren't entirely sure, but now we're super.
And also, like, we were kind of not really totally into the idea because we knew that Swordman is not going to be streaming for as long because, you know, sister's birthday party the next day today. So we also thought, well, maybe it's just better if we do it the next week, and we never really set a strict goal. So I will write it up on Discord later tonight. Or for you guys, it's like later during the night. But yeah, either way. More information on the Minecraft hardcore stream will be given soon. I wish you guys all the best. And if Shady is still with us, go easy on him. I know I will sometimes not do that, but yeah, whatever. Make sure to follow us on Discord. We are over, I believe, 105 plus people now. That is really dope. Like, you guys want to join the community, right? You guys want to have something to say? No problem. You can do it on Discord. The link is in the description of this live stream. And don't forget, if you like what you saw, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And also, if you liked what you saw and you hit the subscribe button, why not just do a like as well? It's so much easier to do than subscribe. And it's like one click away. And you know what it does? No, seriously, you know what it does? Because we're not really sure what a like means yet. But without further ado, thank you so much for me. Farsight, any last words?
I bid you adieu. Eh?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Kurt Vegar, Minecraft, super duper ooper looper, yes, it's coming next week. So, see ya?
Bye.